I'm Jay-Z, and this is Versus. That was a horrible S. Welcome to Versus. Now, if you're not familiar with the show, what I do is I take two popular things and I pit them against each other. You know, like candy versus soda or Pepsi versus Coke. So let's get started. On today's edition, we're going to do the PlayStation 3 versus the Xbox 360. Now, both of these systems are very amazing and very entertaining. Now, I bought a PlayStation 3, mainly because I grew up with a PlayStation, and just, kind of seemed logical for me. I mean, why not just keep on going, with brand loyalty? I find the PS3 has more to offer. I mean, you can play online for free, it has built-in Wi-Fi, and I know the Slim 360s have built-in Wi-Fi, but not all 360s have built-in Wi-Fi, whereas all PS3s do have built-in Wi-Fi. And PS3 did the smart thing and put a Blu-ray player in the PS3, whereas the 360 didn't do that smart thing, and instead of going with a Blu-ray player, they put an HD DVD player in there. Now, if you don't know what an HD DVD player is, they come out the same time as the Blu-ray. Well, I think HD DVD actually came out maybe a little bit before the Blu-ray, but it was just, high-definition DVD. And, people weren't responding to that, so the HD DVDs got discontinued, and basically made the HD DVD player and the 360s useless. Although the 360 does stream Hulu and Netflix better, I think. That's really the only edge I think that 360 has with the PS3. But wait, I did think of one more thing, and that's data backup. And which is nice is the 360 utilizes the cloud, so you can get your data from any 360 anywhere, which is really nice. I mean, if you lose your data, you can go, to like your friends and say, hey, I just want to pull this off because my 360, got the red light of death. Now, I don't think the PlayStation Plus does that, but I could be wrong. And I know you have to pay extra for the PlayStation Plus. I'm not sure if you have to pay extra for the cloud. You probably do. But anyway, now what I don't really get is the whole backwards compatible thing. I mean, did Sony and Microsoft get together and have an agreement where they're like, okay, so we're in agreement now that none of our systems are going to have backwards compatibility. I mean, since we're Sony, we're going to release like a couple of PlayStations will have full compatibility, so it kind of throws people off. But what's going to do is we're going to make it so that the PlayStation 3 can play all PlayStation 1 games and no PS2 games, even though that more people have PS2 games rather as opposed to PS1 games. And Xbox was like, okay, that's good, Sony. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make backwards compatibility an optional thing where you have to buy a hard drive and all this other stuff if they want to play their classic Xbox games. Other than that, we're just going to have them download all the classic games that they already like from online, since they already paid again. I mean, I'm sure they'll pay again anyway. Also, when it comes to giving gamers like the full experience, I gotta say that Sony kind of is, on the ball on this one, because when Sony first released, the PS3, it had a Wi-Fi built into it, had wireless controllers, and of course the Blu-ray player. Whereas it took it took Microsoft 2 years to release wireless controllers and an HD, but an Xbox 360 still doesn't have a Blu-ray player, which is kind of dumb. I mean, was there someone in like the Microsoft meme where they're like, yeah, Bill, why don't we just release the 360 with all this stuff built into it? Like, the wireless controllers, since Sony's already doing that, and we're already making them pay for online, to play online. And Bill's like, you know what? That is a good idea, but what are we going to call the Xbox 1080? I like that idea, but I like money more. And wasn't the guy like, well, we can just call the Xbox 1080 the Xbox 360 Slim and just release it with everything then. And speaking of the Xbox 360 Slim, it seems a lot better than the PS3 Slim, because the Xbox 360 Slim seems to look cooler and seems to perform better, rather as the PS3 Slim kind of looks like something that Fisher-Price made and I really want a PS3 Slim. I mean, I've heard that it worked. I mean, it's worse than the big bulky PS3. Now that I've compared and contrasted both of these, what are your thoughts? Now, comment below on what system you think is better. Like, do you like the PlayStation 3 better, or do you like the Xbox 360 better? So yeah, comment, like this video, favorite if you like it, and share it all over the social media universe. You know, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, everything.